Hello friends, Teresa from Star Stella's Homestead again. Today I feel like chicken. I watched a recipe today from somebody I watch all the time and I said, oh my god, that looks so good. It's just chicken patties and I'm using my pretty chicken. I'm going to double them. Wrong side. Ooh, nice pop. Pop smell. I'm also going to attempt to make the gravy she made today too. So I'm going to take the chicken out of here. And you guys can use canned chicken if you want. I'm going to drop that right in there. I'm using two. You know how I like crispy, right? These are going to go in the oven. And the only thing we're using is our chicken, our cheese, our spices, and eggs. So, I'm just going to look at this chicken, how it comes out. That's after being canned. So, I'm just going to break this chicken up to have shredded chicken. My hands are clean. I just washed them before I turned the camera on. So, I'm just breaking it up with the fork right now so that we have some shredded chicken. Actually, it's even easier with my hands because this chicken is yummy. Okay. You can make these as thin or as thick as you want. I'm going to make some of them thin and I'm going to make a couple of them thicker, I think, so that if the guys want a chicken patty, they can have it. Okay. Now that's all shredded. Do the same thing with your canned chicken. I'm going to add some onion salt and garlic salt. Onion powder, I'm sorry. Onion powder and garlic powder. That's about a teaspoon each. Okay. I'm also adding diced onions. This is about a half an onion. Or a small onion. And then 3 cups of cheese. I'm using my Mexican style cheese. We're going to blend it right in there. And just mix away. Oh, no. We need 2 eggs too. So, there's one. Thank God that was a good egg. And that one. 2 eggs. For now, I'll use my fork to get those mixed up. So your egg and cheese is your binder for this. Okay, so really mix it all together really well. I have my oven going at 400 right now, preheating. Now I'm going to use my hands. Super simple recipe and look delicious. And you know how I love using my ugly chicken. Although this is my pretty chicken. I didn't feel like messing with the bones today with the ugly chicken. You want it to be able to stay together like a patty. Okay? Just make sure you get it all blended in really well. Now, she didn't use onions in hers or any of the spices that I used. I'm also going to add some salt and pepper in here. So, let me pick this up. Some salt and some pepper. You can add whatever spices you want to it. After all, you're the one who's going to eat it. Okay. looks pretty good. I feel like I'm making bread. All right, now what I'm gonna do is bring you back this way. I have a pan right here because I doubled this recipe. Watch my pan be too small. I'm just gonna spray the pan so it doesn't stick. And then, I am going to make patties. And with all that cheese, and a patty. I'm going to lay them on the pan. That's definitely too small. So I think I'll make the fatter ones on another pan. You can make them as big or as small as you want. If you want to make them in different shapes, make them in different shapes. It's up to you. You got kiddos? Oops. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape all these. And then stick them in a 400-degree oven for 20-25 minutes. Although I think after about 20 minutes I'm going to flip them over because, like I said, I like mine crispy. And when she did it, she left them in the oven just, I think it was 25 minutes. But she didn't flip them, and the bottom was nice and crispy and the top was lighter, which they still looked amazing. I just want both sides crispy. So let me make these and I'll be back. Alrighty friends, they're done. I left these two, they're like double the size of these. I'm going to stick these, flatten them down just a little bit more. I'm going to stick these in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then I'm going to flip these over so that we have crispy. So, here we go. I didn't think that was going to fit. I have something else in my oven. Whoa. So, let's change this down there. All right. 20 minutes. And it's on. Okay, friends, I'm going to make a little bit of gravy. I'm using the broth that I had in that chicken. I took, I don't know, about a tablespoon and a half of flour, mixed it with some warm water, and shaking it up. I'm also going to use, just to chicken it up a little bit, bouillon. I'm going to use a tablespoon of this in with my chicken broth that I took out of the jars. And just mix that up while those are in the oven. This is all thing. This is a great way to do gravy, by the way, if you need to add flour to it and whisk. Put just a little bit of water with it, enough to shake it up, and there's no lumps whatsoever. Guess I could be showing you this. No lumps. And it'll thicken up for me. So, see that? Not a lump in there. So, anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the gravy or not, but I didn't want to waste it otherwise, so. And those have been in there. Oh, yummy. Yummy, yummy. And by the way, it's Sutton Days that I love her channel. If you haven't been there, seriously, she's the one who coined the phrase ugly chicken, or pretty chicken. This is my pretty chicken. Ugly chicken is with the bones. And it's totally the perfect name for it. Perfect. So anyway, if you've never been to her page, seriously, go. If you like canning or prepping, whatever. Her and Pinball are two of my top. And of course, Little Acre Homestead, Renee. I love her for all her baking. She's amazing. We make a lot of the same stuff, actually. And I could totally be her neighbor because she's just that neighbor that, how can you not like her? I mean, seriously, any of them really. But Renee, got this little bond with you, Renee. We could be sisters. So anyway, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this gravy. Those carrots yesterday, I got 32 jars of carrots out of that, and one didn't seal, and I know why. I was actually looking for it and couldn't find which one it was. Actually, when I was doing my dishwasher last night, I'm like, oh my God, there was a piece of glass in it. I found it. And that's why you check the tops really well. Because let me tell you something. I wiped on every one of those and I never felt this. That was the jar that was broken. So needless to say, I threw those. That's the only one that didn't seal, and that's why. So needless to say, I threw those away. Gave 4 jars to my sister today. She's like, oh my God, I love carrots. I said, oh, here, take some. Unless I have to find space for it, because my new shelf is totally full. And still have more that I could put up there. Okay, I'm going to just taste this gravy. Just taste it. You know what I shouldn't have done is add that salt. That's a little salty. Just turn that down. But I forgot because I put the bouillon in it. Actually, I think I'm going to add a little water to this. Yeah. Dull down that salt a little bit. If I have to add more flour, I will, but I don't think I will. So, anyway, let me just check these while I have you. Let's see. Where is my flipper? My flipper. Those are definitely going to be cooking the whole 25. And then probably more to flip once I flip. Because I want them crispy on both sides. Other than the burger ones. My husband wants barbecue sauce on his. So I'm just going to put barbecue sauce on a few of them. And my son, he doesn't get off until 7:30 or something tonight. So, and I know he likes barbecue sauce. So he can have that. Anyway. Seriously, friends, that's all there is to this. If you don't feel like cooking, I mean, that's a nice burger. Have some hamburger rolls or even bread. You don't need hamburger rolls. I don't have any. I have hot dog roll buns. So I'm going to just slap it on some bread for him. Thought about making bread, but I didn't feel like cooking tonight. So why would I make bread? So it's an easy night. Anyway, when they're done, I'll come back. Okay, friends, first 25's up. I just started flipping them. These are the 2 big ones. I think I might end up leaving mine in a little bit longer because I want them crispier than that. Oh, that one's nice and crispy. Did I flip this one? Yeah, I did. Yeah, those are better. Oh, yeah. Oh, it smells so good, too. Now, I'm going to stick them back in and let them go another 10-15 minutes or so. that's just the other thing she made. I opened another can of my carrots and just sprinkled some cheese on it. Just like she did in her video. I think it was yesterday. What I think I need to do though is spread it out just a little bit more, just so that all the cheese, I want crisp. Crisp, crisp, crisp. I've never had carrots with cheese on them. But see, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, look at that crisp. That's how I want all of them. Nice and crispy. Woo! Put that right there. So these go back in too. Okay. And we're off. I'm going to put them for 15. And then I'll put some barbecue sauce on them as I flip again. Gravy, I added a little bit more water because that tablespoon was too much. Maybe a teaspoon or half a teaspoon, just because it had the juice from the chicken already. So less is more. So you can always add more in, which is why I had to add more water. I didn't have to add more flour. It's still gravy consistency, and I don't even know if I'm going to use it or not, but what the heck. I'll be back. Alrighty, friends. Check this out. There they are. I put some barbecue sauce on the two thick ones, one for Maurice, one for Jeffrey, and I left these plain. And look at the carrots with the cheese. I flipped them over so that the other side got crispy too, and I tasted them. Yummy. It almost needs something though, so what I'm going to do, because you know, carrots and honey. So I'm going to take some honey and just sprinkle it over the top. Just a little bit of it and taste it. Honey and cheese? Come on. Oh, much better. Mucho. It gave it just enough. Not a lot though. Look, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm just... Whoa. Sorry guys. Sprinkling it. Just enough. Not to make it all soggy. Wow, that is good. Let me see now. Let's see. Ooh, hot. See, I got a little bit of honey where it's nice and shiny on it. Hear that crunch? Amazing. Now I'm going to put one of these burgers together for my husband and feed him some of this. I'll be back for the taste test for those. Alrighty, friends, I'm back. I made mine. I put a little gravy on the top of mine because that was kind of salty before. So let's taste it and do this down. Chicken. That's good. I'm glad I didn't put a lot of gravy, because I think what I want to do is put some honey mustard on that, because that's good. It's a little dry on mine because I did it so thin, but it's okay because it's crunchy, and that's what I wanted. Let me see. This is the end. And with the gravy, it takes the dryness away. I just made sure I had some gravy. Those carrots, though, with the cheese and then the honey, because it didn't have much of a flavor without the honey. But once I put the honey on that, you know, carrots with honey, yes. So there you have it. Shut that oven off. Oops. Super easy meal. You can use the canned chicken. You can use your canned chicken. The eggs and the cheese, bind it. Perfect. So, here's another quickie, easy video for you. And it doesn't have to just be chicken. You can make tuna patties out of that too. Or, I don't know how a beef patty would be. You know, like canned. But why not? Cheese and the egg is going to bind it, so. Or even a seafood patty, if, you know, well, tuna. But I was thinking more on the line of other seafoods. So, try it. You never know, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you. And you guys will see me again soon. Love you. Bye.